JSS2 students, I greet you. How are we all? All right. I know we are fine. Our good Lord is always doing it for us. We have been giving you enough videos and notes. I expect you pick the message from those videos and notes, especially the videos. Do not watch for fun's sake. What do I mean? You just want to play with this video, let me switch it on. Whenever you watch a video, believe that there is a message that is being sent through that video by that particular teacher. A teacher cannot just sit down and begin to record a video and give it to you, and you feel that is all. There is a topic, and there are things the teacher wants you to learn from that particular topic. That is why that teacher will sit down and begin to record a video. So we have looked at the hydraulic and pneumatic machine in our last work, talking about those machines that make use of liquid like water and oil. But then we also talked about some of the examples, like the hydraulic jack. We talked about the garden sprinkler, so many. We also looked at the pneumatic machines, those that make use of pressurized gas, like the air, to do simple job. Today, we are looking at site preparation. What did I call it? Site preparation. From the word prepare or prepare means to get ready for a particular task or for an event. You could be the one preparing for something, or you could be preparing something to be used by you. Like you want to go to school tomorrow or Monday. Today is Friday and you want to go to school on Monday. You will get prepared. How do you get prepared? You shine your shoe, you wash your clothes, then you shine your shoe, you iron those or press those clothes. You arrange your notes and textbook according to your timetable that has been given to you by the school. These are preparations. If your hair, you're a boy or girl, or you want to cut the hair, you go to the salon. You are preparing for school by Monday. This is what we call preparation. So getting ready for something or getting something ready for something is the meaning of preparation. Then the site is on its own is a particular place where or an area, a parcel of land that has not been developed that wants to be developed for use, for building. Now, what are the things we want to achieve? There are two words here, and I've already explained to you what the two means, the word site and the word preparation. Then what do we want to look at because of this site preparation? You know, in our normal way, we call it the lesson objective. That is, at the end of this lesson, you should be able to name and state the uses of tools and mechanical plants used in site preparation. Then describe techniques of site preparation. These are things we want to look at today. Then what really is the content, site preparation? I've just told you what site is and what preparation is. Then there are things we do, like you prepare for school. I've told you, having polish is one of the things that used to shine your shoe, polish. That is what you use. You are doing polishing or shining of shoe, you are preparing for school. You are pressing your clothes, you are preparing for school. You're washing the clothes, you're preparing for school, you are arranging your clothes. These are things you do for the preparation of school. In site preparation, we do removal or clearing obstructions, such as the stone, limestone, not just the stone, then leveling of soil, cutting down of trees, that we call it tree felling, cutting of trees, then clearing of bushes and all that. These are the things that we do also in site preparation while we are preparing a site for building to be set up or erected on that particular site. So this is what we call site preparation. Felling of trees, cutting of bushes. A place could be a particular land could have been there, bush will occupy there. It becomes a bush. There will be trees there. Before you erect a house or a building, you need to fell them, cut them down. Then you remove the roots and other things. You level the soil or the ground there before you start to erect the building. These things are site preparation, what we call site preparation. It could be done manually. That is, you use your hand with your hand tools to do them. You know, you use power and then you have fatigue and so many others while using manual tools. We also have the mechanical method, use of machine, like heavy machines or another to do this job. What should have been used to cut a tree down or to fell a tree? You can use a machine to fell that particular tree. The time you will spend is different from the time you spend while using the mechanical plant. And the energy that you require to use, the human energy, will be different too. You just use less power or effort, then you do a bigger job. These are the differences between the use of mechanical plants and the use of hand tools. These tools could be manual, that is use of hand tools, and then or mechanical. There are two things there. Then let us look at the hand tools. They are the equipment, like I said, or the tools that we use manually in site preparation. In operation of site preparation or in site preparation operation, they can also only be used for light job. When we say light job, it means jobs that are not like we want to fell a tree that is very big, or we want to pull off a rock from a site. You cannot be using shovel to dig around or using cutlass. If you want to cut fell a tree, cutting of tree by cutlass, you may spend 3 months, the tree will still remain there. But once except when the tree is light, very small, you just cut it down. Before 3 hours, you are done. You can say, I have achieved. But when the tree becomes big, you do not need to use manual tools. So the manual tools are used for the light jobs, while the mechanical plants are used for the heavy one. Let us look at these manual tools we are talking about. They include the chainsaw. The chainsaw is used to fell tree, that is cutting it down. That's what I mean. I've told you felling means cutting down. They are used to fell tree. After you fall it down, it is movable. You just carry it. This is where it is being carried. This is where you put the hand. Then you put another hand here. You move it from one place to another. After felling the tree, after the tree is down, you have cut it down, you go to the branches. You also use the chainsaw. This is the chain. Fist around. When we're talking about a chain drive, we have also mentioned this. This place is where you have the chain. Once the engine is on, this chain begin to rotate. It is what used to cut or fell the tree. We can use it to cut the trunk. We all know what trunk is, cutting from tree, and then the log, and then from there you get your timber for the plank and many other. So you can use it to cut the trunk and the stump into smaller side. When you have the trunk big, use this side also to cut the trunk small, to now make them logs. Then they may be transportable to the sawmill and wherever. You remove the branches too with this, can use it to cut. That is the chainsaw. It's a hand tool, use hand tool. It's machete. I told you, want to fell a tree down. Machete is one of them, the manual tools used. It is used to cut branches of fell tree, not to really, except the tree is light. Fell light standing tree, that's what I said, small. It is also to fell light and to cut bushes. Want to clear bush, use this too. This one is common in the villages, clearing of bush by the use of machete. Then you use it to cut branches that have been cut by the chainsaw. You can also use it to fell small ones. Those ones that are very tiny, light trees. That's what we mean by light trees. Those are now thick. Then they talk about the axe. The axe is used to cut trunk and stump. It can also used to cut tree branches after it has been felled by the chainsaw. You cut the branches small. Then it's normally used to cut the trunk and especially trunk of trees that are not big, not the ones that are light. This is the axe you have seen. It's not for fight in this case because many people who do not know they use it to cut human beings. They are used for several things, not to cut human beings. Then you have the hoe. The hoe is used to remove, or for hoeing, that is digging, removal of soil. That is, you dig a particular area, I want to dig, that's what I mean by hoeing, cutting a hole, drawing it down, and then digging it up. It's used to dig, that's what they use to remove soil, or we call it removal of soil from the ground. That's a particular area you want the soil to be removed, begin to take it down, or up, from down up, that's soil. Then the spade is another one for digging soft soil. These ones are not really too strong compared to that hoe that you have seen. For soft soil, you want to dig little soft. When you say soft, you know soft soil that are not very thick. They are not well compacted. They are like the sandy soil. You can use the space to begin to pack them. This will work on the spade. Then the shovel too is used for removing soil, or leveling. We said site preparation involves leveling of the soil. Want to level the soil. If it is to dig, you can use the hoe to dig. Then you want to level now, you make use of the shovel to begin to spread the soil there, or make some part that is a bit higher to begin to come down, have a level. This is this shovel. You can also use it to pack sand into the tipper and all many others. But we're talking about site preparation. There are other things you can use these tools for. But in terms of this preparation of site, what are the things we do? That's what we're looking at here. Then let us look at the mechanical plants. I've told you they are used for complex jobs that are difficult for mere hand tools. The tools, you want to make use of hand tools, you know that it will not be easy for you, and you make use of the mechanical plant. The use of plant make what to be done quickly. That's what I've told you. It saves time and it saves energy too. That is machine work, mechanization, mechanical work of a thing. Then what are these machines? One is bulldozer. The bulldozer is a very powerful machine with wide steel blade. This blade is seen at the front. That is what you are seeing here. This is the blade at the front. The blade is used to push or pull trees. You they want to demolish building. This is where the plant. It is a chainsaw. It's a chain drive mechanism. Two. This is the chain. But this is what we are looking at now. The blade. It is the front here that is put on a building. When they put it on a particular gear, that building will go down, will just be pulled off, or pull off or pull off. You know, this is pull, this is push. You can use it to pull a building, that is putting this side on it. If the building is standing here, put here, you drive back, you have pulled the building. If you want to push, you put here, you drive front, that is push. Please take note of. Can be used to fell big trees, building, rock, and many others. This is the bulldozer, very, very powerful, the bulldozer. Then another one that almost look like the bulldozer is the grader. The grader is light. It's used for leveling of the soil or cut channel, trim edges of road. That's when they are cutting gutter. After the bulldozer has worked, use this one to take. That's what I mean. Even in the site, use it to now level the soil. After bulldozer has done it, if you have a heap of sand here, this side, you see that the blade of the bulldozer was at the front, but this one is at the middle. The tire goes first. There's a way they turn it. There, this blade begin to pack the sand, then push it to this side, push it to that, begin to level it wherever you want to be. It has a blade underneath for each job. This is the blade I'm talking about. Just like that one has it at the front. So that is the grader. It does leveling mostly. Then the payloader is used to load or lift large quantity of sand, like debris and all, loading them also into tipper or truck. This place, we have a heap of sand. They push, this is a bucket here that it has at the front, or shovel. It is called the shovel. The payloader is also called the tractor shovel. Tractor shovel. It has a shovel here. You know, remember shovel manual is used to leveling and packing of sand. This one also has a shovel. It's a machine called tractor shovel. So this shovel is used to pack the sand. You want to put it inside the tipper. There is a way they will put the engine in gear here. Then this shovel will move up, and then you drop it inside the tipper. Or you want to push it outside the side. There's a way you do that. It is used to lift large quantity of sand. That's what normal, like debris and so many other. And then also into trunk or tipper. Maybe you want it to be taken to the other side of the site. You have the heap of sand here, you pack them. Instead of using wheelbarrow to be going there, you just pack them, then the truck may begin to move to that side of the tipper, then heap them there. Or outside the site to the side too. You can use them to make what you want. Then you need a laterite to feed the sand there or whatever. Use the payloader. Then we need to look at plant clearing techniques. What are the techniques that are used? Because the machines that we use are heavy. They're heavy equipment, and then you need to adopt some method or techniques in making use of them. Like trees should be felled before pushing. That is, you must put a tree down before you begin to shift it. If you want to shift a tree, the head may fall on that person pushing it. That is the bulldozer. That head may fall on the person driving the bulldozer. Then another thing, after felling, use bulldozer to push it and remove roots. You push it from the position, then it cannot cut away the root. If the tree is still remaining there, you may not be able to see the roots under. These are the techniques too. Root left over after removal, during fine, root left over, they are removed. After this one, they now remove them during the final clearing. That's when you are now making your small tools now. Then clearing we plant are best done in dry season, because rainy season or wet season will make the soil to be very bad. And so the wheel of this machine or plant will not be able to move or slide on the ground very well. Some of them will sink there. You have seen some places where you have machines that can no more move or plant that remain there. So the clearing is best done during the dry season. We have said site preparation means clearing of land, that is removal of obstructions like the rock or little light rock, cutting down trees, cutting of bushes, and so many others. Then we have made mention of these tools that we use in site preparation. Can you name one? The manual and the mechanical plants. And the examples of the manual plants are, or manual tools are, the hoe, the cutlass, or machete. We talked about the chainsaw that is used for felling, and talked about the shovel. Then we talked about the mechanical plants too. We said the bulldozer is one of them that has a blade at the front that's used for pushing and pulling. Talked about the grader for leveling. Talked about the payloader for lifting of sand. Then we also looked at the techniques that are adopted, because these plants that we use, the mechanical plants that are used in site preparation, we said they need to be careful while you are using it. You need to be careful. You need to adopt some techniques while using them. Else, it will cause problem, because the manual ones, we know we are used to that. But these mechanical ones are like man-made, that you want to make you are not the one real person doing it, you're only controlling it. But if you are cutting with machete, you are the one holding the knife, the machete. You should know how to use it. So you should also be careful when making use of the mechanical plants. We talk about cutting down, let tree fall after felling before it cannot push. Then we talked about using the plants during dry season, because they will not be able to slide well on the surface of the ground during rainy season. Remember, I advise you to always take the message that is being sent from the video. Don't just watch for fun's sake. I know you are all good there. Remain blessed till we meet again. I am still Mr. Abbott, your basic technology teacher. Thank you very much.